What's up, my shinies? What's up, my shinies? What's up, my shinies? What's up, my shinies? My name is Kaiser. My name is Kaiser. My name is Kaiser. My name is Kaiser, aka your Whiffmaster General, aka your Whiffmaster General, aka your Whiffmaster General, aka your Whiffmaster General. Welcome, and welcome to the Empire. It's been a year since I first posted my first gameplay video, my first real piece of gaming content online that I had ever made. Gaming has been a big part of my life, and the need to create content has also been a big part of my life. When I was younger, I was about 9 years old. I saw this stand-up special called the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. And in the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, there was this artist called Ron White, who honestly was the funniest man at the time to me. And he inspired me to do stand-up comedy. I've been writing jokes since I was 9 years old. I have performed on stage a couple of times at open mic nights, and I've been creating content since I was 16 years old. Been through a lot of changes in the kind of content I create, and eventually I landed on the fact that I wanted to do live content. I wanted to do things that felt special to me. Apex was a game that came out in 2019, and I had started playing it to take a break from Overwatch, which was the game at the time that I was playing. I had never really been a very competitive type of gamer. I don't like competitive games in general. I am much more interested in story and things that can draw me in. I don't like repetition. My ADHD brain doesn't like the monotony. But something about Apex just kind of drew me to it. The way that you could move, the gunplay, the feeling of Apex was so unique and unlike anything that I had played before that I started to really draw myself into it. About partway through Season 0, the preseason, I ended up quitting Apex for about a month and then came back at Season 1's launch. And I played from the launch of Season 1 all the way until 4 hours ago. 5, somewhere in there. As I'm making this video, I have, between PS4 and PC, close to 6,000 hours dedicated to Apex. I'm still terrible at the game, and I'm still dealing with a lot of the problems we dealt in Season 0. And some of these problems are just inherent to the competitive shooter genre. Toxic communities, randoms that don't know what they're doing, the loneliness of solo queue, which doesn't matter what game you're playing, solo queue is going to be a lonely experience. I find it very hard to find people who I mesh well with because I'm a lot to handle, and sometimes even I can get annoyed easily. So a combination of me being a hard person to take and me not being able to take other people's personality that well, it's hard for me to find people who I truly enjoy sitting down and playing a competitive game with. You know, something like Minecraft or Terra or an MMO maybe. You know, people who I can sit and talk and have a lot of fun with is different than somebody who I'm playing a competitive game with and memeing with. And I don't know if that's really easy to explain. Some of the people who I've grown attached to no longer play with me for whatever their reasons may be. They never told me. And overall, just the competitive experience, whether you're playing pubs or ranked, competitive shooters just don't do it for me anymore. On top of that, Apex has a lot of problems that are Apex related, 20-tick servers, hackers everywhere, and then just some of the ways that people play the game. It makes it to where I'm in a very lot of mad moments, to the point where some of the people who now follow me on Twitch came to know me through some of the clips that I've been raging in. And the truth is that while some people might find it funny, I don't find it funny. I don't like when I rage, because when I rage, I'm genuinely upset. And I can't make good content if I'm genuinely upset. There's a lot of people who don't come to the stream just because they know that I'm going to get angry, or they come and they're having a good time, and then I start getting upset. I start cursing the game out. I start yelling. I start doing all these things, and then people leave. Apex has brought me a lot of friends and family. And the one thing that it did was it brought me to the man who inspired me to start creating content again. Draenella opened a door for me to a bunch of people who I now consider some of my closest friends, people who I love, people who I care about. And so because of that, I was always very scared to leave Apex as a game. But I'm starting to realize now that I'm not leaving the community. I'm not leaving the artists that I enjoy. I'm not leaving the streamers that I love. I'm leaving the game. Apex is something that I can't take anymore. Something that I can't handle. This is a very scary journey for me. I have convinced myself that people watch me only when I play Apex, and there was a couple of times where I kind of realized that simply wasn't true. Some of our best numbers have actually come from just chatting streams. A couple days ago, we were working on sub badges for a friend of mine, and we had a bunch of people just sitting in there and hanging out, watching me Photoshop stuff. It was actually a really enjoyable time. We did a 9-hour stream one time where we played Bloodborne for my subathon, and honestly, it was more fun than anything that I had done in a long time. A couple of times we've streamed Hearthstone, and that again was something that I liked doing. I liked the idea of just having fun and talking to chat, and it made me realize that I said something in my channel trailer that I haven't really been doing. Accomplish with streaming is making people laugh, and that's making people laugh, bringing people together. Apex is a game that requires such this intense focus that I find myself getting lost in it, being silent for hours and not really paying attention to what I could be doing to be entertaining. I'm leaving Apex and competitive shooters behind. Harris Heller released a video 2 days ago called Burn the Boats, No Risk, No Rewards, and he talked about how he failed 100 times before he succeeded. Once. He failed 100 times again before he succeeded. Once. And again and again. And while he's succeeded many times, for every one time he's succeeded, he's failed 100. I failed being an Apex content creator. I've done it for a year, and I've barely gotten anywhere with it. I don't want to do it anymore. Because it doesn't make me happy, and because I know that it's not going to bring me where I want to be. I want to be somewhere where people can come to have fun, to laugh, to feel welcome and loved. And I can't do that if I am constantly losing my sanity at a game I don't love anymore. The people in this community, I do. And I will continue to be in their streams, and I will continue to be a part of this community. But I will no longer continue to play this game. It's time for me to burn a boat. Time for me to go forward and take a leap off of a long cliff. The upcoming stream highlights for April will contain some Apex clips, but those will be the last Apex clips I post. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was some of the branding that we've gone through. As some of you know, especially from the opening of this very video, I've been known as the Whiff Master General quite a few times, and to the point where we've actually started designing a logo with my brother where it says the Whiff Nation. We've been talking about the Whiff Nation merch, dropping at 500 followers on Twitch, and that is something that we're going to be hanging up as well. The creation of something called the Whiff Nation, when we don't play that many first-person shooter games, it seems lost. The Empire has always been a play on my name, Kaiser, and I think that's what we're going to keep it. The Empire. An empire of people who love each other, who care for each other. This day forward, I'll be shedding the name Whiffmaster General. We'll be working on a new logo design with my artist. And we'll still be releasing merch at 500 followers on Twitch. We're not giving this dream up. We're not stopping this grind. We're going to create and build a community together because that's what we want to do. And one day, we'll be the biggest names on the internet. Maybe even in the mainstream. Because what I want more than anything is to make a career off of making you laugh and giving you a place to feel safe. I hope you all understand. And I hope you all can join me in this new journey that I'm taking to play different kinds of games, different kinds of stories, and become a different, new, happier, welcoming creator. I look forward to seeing you all in the next stream. I love you, and remember, stay shiny, stay shining, 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 stay shining.